All right then.
Patient. Map. Gosh.
Hey.
Oh shoot, run.
Indeed.
Oh no. I lost.
Hi. Hey.
Olimar, how are you? Oh, hello there. Begging your pardon, but you gave me a fright. I thought I heard something rustling through the brush. Suppose that was just you, silly of me. Don't suppose you happen to need some supplies? I thought I'd make my way over to Madmira Bridge, but I'm starting to think I'd be better off heading back to town and getting a few more folks together. Better safe than sorry, right? Say, did you hear something? What? Oh shoot, wolves.
Hey.
Oops. Keep attacking, as you always do.
How may I?
Hi.
Hello.
Got him. Hey.
By every star in the sky, thank you. I've never seen these beasts so bold before. During times we are in, here, take these. I'm headed back to Gilded Vale for certain, and you can make better use of them.
Hey.
Well, I need to learn how to split items. Right click to split the stack.
Hey.
Why?
Of course.
There's too many of them. And
Hey.
there are 5 of them.
Hey.
Back. And then splashed all tidbits.
How may I help?
I wish there was a way to heal my cantaloupe. There we go. Oh shoot.
Hey.
Your weapon. An attack. Oh shoot. Heal yourself.
You gotta take better care of Vale.
This is going terribly. Wrenched in.
Hey.
That was horrible. What the heck?
Hi? How may I help?
Of course. Of course.
Let's see if that rod's up to stuff. Better rod. Awesome.
Hey.
Oh, I remember this part. Oh, I thought there would be people in here. Guess I was. It's exactly what I need.
Saw you in the flames.
Squatting at the base of this statue is an incredibly ugly man, with bulging red cheeks raked by pox scars and a scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap, and then out of nowhere, there is a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue?
The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast, as if one is holding a torch to it, and slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow, if that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
I didn't catch your name or why you want to speak with me.
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
How did you know I was a watcher? Durance shakes his head and his hand curls tightly on his staff. I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
You saw my soul in the flames?
There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions. I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
What kind of marks?
Disease? Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand. As for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit. But it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching.
Company would be welcome on the road.
Then let us walk together, Watcher.
Hey,
The trials of...
oh, other than the war, I never strayed too far from where you found me. Farming, mostly. I was never much for cities. Never learned a trade. In my younger days, I thought I was going to go preach the word of Aethys. Just in our temple there. My parents encouraged it. I made so much trouble for them growing up. They used to say it'd be best if I got in good with the god of redemption. Of course, us blowing him up probably didn't help my chances there. But if anybody'd forgive you for blowing him up, it'd be Aethys.
Did the people of Gilded Vale really try to kill you?
They, they did. It was strange timing, because we just won the war. They celebrated when I came home. There was music and dancing. Trumbull used half his grain making this big honey cake. I still dream about that cake. Like having the best lover of your life, but only for one night. And they were all sorry to hear about my brother. Took a while for word of the purges to reach us. Aethasians being murdered in the streets. Cold morn and the like. No way would they let something like that happen in Gilded Vale. That's what they all said. But the weeks went by and the purges spread. Pretty soon they weren't so sure my brother fought for Deerwood. And they weren't so sure I did. Caught me by surprise after all the celebrating. Should have seen it coming after the tailor said he was going to fit me for some new clothes, but then all he wanted was my neck measurement.
Really?
Nah, not that last part. But you had to think about it. Says a lot about the place I've been calling home all these years.
Why did you stay for so long in a town that hated you?
Well, I'm sure my parents are still wondering the same thing. The Aothasian purges were like this madness had come over the town, like a disease. Seems like when you see something like that, your instinct is to wait for it to pass, even when you know it probably won't. The family whose farm I worked on, they had a little Hollowborn girl. And they heard the Animancers had this cure, the Salvation it was called. They went running. This Salvation, they were putting animal souls in children. You might have heard about it, giving them enough personality to care for themselves. Well, you can guess how that turned out. Matter of time, the children broke down. Became wild things, monsters. Anyway, these farmers put the family dog's soul in their little girl. For a while, the girl, she's making eye contact, she's feeding herself, albeit in a kind of messy way. And one day she snaps. They found her gnawing on her brother's bones. Had to chain her up, put her in a cow pen. Well, the mother, she wouldn't have anything to do with the girl after that. But the father, he'd visit every day, feed her chickens, toss water on her once in a while to get the dirt off. Most of the village, they'd whisper about him. Poor man, they'd say, sick with grief. He was just waiting for his daughter to look up one day and recognize her papa. He was waiting for her to get better. Didn't understand that at the time, of course, but these days I think about him a lot.
You have any family? That's my parents now. They took a ship to Adir when the purges started. Wanted me to go with them, but I didn't see things like they did. Been a long time since I've seen them. I really should visit, but for some reason I haven't much felt like leaving home. I think they chased me out, or I might have never left.
What's on your mind? It makes two of us. If you're looking to find religion, maybe you want to start with a god that hasn't been burned to dust, but I won't stop you. Aethys, he was a young man with a silver crown. Carried a candle around with him. Sounds like I'm giving a bad eulogy here.
He was a lot of different things to different people, I guess. Rebirth, redemption, light. Out in the country, he's gone, the farmer, who helps all things pass, seasons and people both. He watches over the weak, dust gone, sees imbalance made right. He could see why all the copperless rowdies around here might take a liking to someone like that. He was real popular here for a time. These days you won't find too many worshipping Eothas in the open. It's hard to know who still does it in private and who's given up. Feels like I'm the last one sometimes. He smirks. If that's the case, he deserves all the mourning.
In my way. I don't suppose he expects me to show up at his temple these days. Not much left to do for him other than keep his memory alive and keep hoping that he's just been playing a joke on all of us these past 15 years.
As far as I know, he hasn't said anything to anybody since the god hammer detonated. I worship him then. He grimaces. Well, if it turns out he's not dead and I give up on him, I would have betrayed my god twice. Even the god of redemption gotta have standards. I'd probably be reborn as a fat Omora's horse. That's not really it though. Not all of it anyway. He casts a sidelong glance. Guess it's more I still believe in things he believed in. I just hope his death doesn't mean the death of those things as well. Sometimes it looks that way. Why did you choose to worship Eothas in the beginning?
Raised that way. My family's been Aothasian going way back. Suppose it wasn't much of a choice at first. Don't know for sure why my family started worshiping him. Probably because of Gon looking after folks like us.
He looks you in the eye, conspiratorial. Could just as well be that my ancestor did something so bad only Eothas could forgive. It would explain a lot where I got some of my less respectable traits. Did you only worship him because that's how you were raised?
There was something I genuinely liked about Aethys. Always. Like he understood people better than the other gods. Knew all our flaws and weaknesses and accepted us for that. Folks are at their worst when they're afraid. A god like Aethys, he made you realize there was nothing to fear. Made you a better person. Of course, he goes away for a few years, and look what happens.
What made you think Waidwen didn't speak for Aethys?
Was his actions. Not when he started his rebellion, and not even when he took over Raed Saris. It was when he sent his armies into Deerwood.
Up to that point, he was sticking up for his people. That's what Aethys does. At least the gone part of him. Those farmers were starving and their government didn't lift a finger. I figured if it wasn't Aethys himself, at least he had the right idea. But then he sent armies across the border, even crossed it himself in the end. Word was he was chasing refugees that escaped the rebellion, wanted to punish them and punish us for allowing them to live here. That just didn't fit with for me. Those are the deeds of a vengeful god. Skyan or Wodika, maybe. Or just a man who'd lost his sense. I still have trouble believing it, but there's no one left to ask if it's true. Tell me about the purges.
You sure you don't want to talk about something more pleasant? Like the War of Black Trees or the Legacy or something?
It's eye-opening, seeing just how naked you are when you've got no god to protect you. The Saints' War was a hard time to be a Drywoodian. A Deerwoodian. People thought it was the end times. They talk big about how we were gonna defeat a god, but I don't think there was a man from here to the White March didn't think he was gonna die. It does something to you, thinking you're gonna die at someone else's hands. There's a rage that comes. Indignation. Imagine a whole country full of that. Might have been a cold morn that started it. Town near the border. They let Waidwen march right on through. Rest of Deerwood cursed their names till the end of the war. Some say it was the Eothians that persuaded the town not to oppose the army. Others said it was just cowardice. It was like the Legacy that way. No one knew the real reason, so they just picked whichever one best suited what they wanted to believe. Either way, that town was burning before the first ashes of Eothas hit the ground, and it felt good to the people here to be in control after being so helpless, so the fires spread. A lot of us Eothasians went the way of our god. There were claims that from the Church of Magron that she had actually commanded the purges. I found that hard to believe. Sounded to me like people doing what they wanted, wrapping their god around it like she was a cloak. Then again, that's what I thought about Waidwen. I want to ask you about something else.
What's on your mind?
Let's keep moving.
Aye?
What?
Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now calm the words. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Okay, let's keep moving then. Oh, actually I wanted to know more about you. Where are you from?
Where I hail from? From one of Magran's fires. A cathedral, ashfall, made of blackened trees. I studied the scriptures there, the fires carved into the land, the trunks of the burnt trees, and in the factories where the rifles and cartridges were shaped. All are chapels in other devotions.
Utter devotion. Durance nods. For Magron, any fire is enough for worship, physical or not. A blacksmith's anvil, a craftsman's bench, all arenas where fire is waiting to be born. Durance snaps his finger. It just needs a spark like an alchemical fire, or a spark to cartridges to speed them to their purpose. Or their purpose? Durance tilts his head thinking, oh, their purpose then. It was many thens ago. Durance scratches his beard. Beard was a little brighter than now. But yes, cartridges, guns all had a purpose, and that purpose was punching holes in mages and letting their pompous air hiss out. Durance gives a half smile, then a nod. Woke their kind right up and kept them staring at the ceiling in the dark instead of sleeping, that's for certain. Alaf rose his eyes. Pompous air indeed. A little violence is an accounting, an answer for unchecked power. Well, Magron gave an answer for that. Magron put soldiers and mages on equal footing. Durance nods again. Mages were troublesome in that time. Firearms made every man a mage, and the caster's pretty arcane shield was little match for them. It turned each commoner into a beast that could spit fire. It leveled the field of battle, that's for certain. Made many a mage a grave. Tell me more about Ashfall. Durance grunts. You're more curious about it than most of Magron's faithful. What else can you tell me about Ashfall? What more to tell? Durance frowns, his hand tightening on his staff again, his fingers seeming to sink into the wood. It is one of the greatest fires of Magron, the high seat, he shrugs. Some say the black is not of evil, but of ash. All that remains after the fire has fed. He pauses. I called it a cathedral before. That's not the full truth of it. It's more a battlefield. It lies in the heart of the War of Black Trees. Its timbers built from the burnt forest there, each timber blessed by fire. And one of Magron's greatest battles. Many of us helped shape the war effort there, with flame and firearms. What is the cathedral like? Massive, beautiful, blessed by the goddess, flame cannot strike it twice. Durance's eyes travels to his ashen staff, studying the etchings. Beneath, tunnels and chambers, bellows and fire pits, and many of the faithful, looking for a means to bring fire to the world. He turns his gaze from the staff to you. Guns, explosives, alchemy, all of these are our holy symbols, and we are eager to share. The staff of yours seems like your holy symbol.
This? In a way. This is more of what's left behind when flame strikes. If Ashfall is a cathedral propped up and fenced with such sticks, then this stick, well, this is what props me up as I walk the cathedral of my road, to other Ashfalls waiting to be made, perhaps. The wood is taken from the War of Black Trees. Sturdy. It served me well on my travels. Been a boon companion.
Can you tell me of the War of Black Tree? Keep troubling me, and I may extend the teeth bullet for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keep us until the next campfire.
Hey,
Wow, it actually kicked me out of the dialogue. These spells are pretty powerful. In this and that. Restore my endurance. Restore light endurance, I see.
What?
Flying poleaxe.
Hey.
Pores. Why did it have to be pores?
Hey.
Oh shoot. Come on, defend him. Oh, thank goodness. That's a recovery. Where are you getting that ability from? Already maxed out the 4 best tier.
All right then. Hey.
Oh, this looks pretty bad. There, that one. Get that one. Boost my cancel of attacking. Oh, this guy. So let's mark this guy. Now attack the guy. Down again. Well, move. and then heal. Just to heal. Like that. Oh shoot. I'm going to die. Then everyone finish this guy off.
Hey,
Very good. Armor. Vince War Armor. Pierce Proof Second Chance. Oh wait, this is actually really good.
hey.
The shield.
Hey,
What's that all about? Almost Grimoire. You found a new Grimoire. Grimoires often contain spells that your wizards may not know. For a small cost, you can learn those spells from the description panel. You may also fill additional Grimoires with different spells. Place them in your wizard's quick item slots to switch between them. But be careful, switching Grimoires will temporarily lock wizards out of spellcasting for several seconds. Ludrana's orders. It seems I have no choice but to provide you with instruction. Frederick's forces are spread thin, and the road through the wilds to the south of Gilded Vale lies unguarded. Given these favorable circumstances, I am sure that even you can manage to handle a peasant or two. The archers tell me that Kolsk's men made south after their escape. If you should happen to retrieve one of their number, I may be convinced to forgive your previous mistakes. For the last time, you are to keep clear of Defiance Bay. Know that if you cannot be trusted to acquire a useful specimen with even a modicum of discretion, I have no qualms whatsoever about using what materials I have at my disposal instead. Oh.
hey.
Shoot, they're naked. Oh dear. What the heck is that? I'll come down, please. Try that again. No. What mouse? Who's that? Volvano's amulet. Letter. This piece of parchment is torn and flecked with blood and troll spittle. What little of it remains reads, worried he may have come to harm. Once I reach Defiance Bay, I will hire guides to take me back west in safety. I will and see if we cannot find Falvano. At present, I regret my eagerness to be away from Gilded Vale. It is very dark. It's like we've uncovered this entire map. Go inside and rest. You're seeing plus 10% ability area of effect. Oh, this map is pretty big. Hello. The two villagers stand by one of the tide pools. They are breathing harshly, clearly winded, and look up nervously as you approach.
How do you do?
If you're here to fish, as we are a stranger, you'll want to avoid the compass proper. The dwarven woman points to the southeast. Her companion shakes his head. A lot of ships wind up spread across the rocks here, so we didn't think much of the wreckage until we heard something. A terrible noise. I thought maybe it was a survivor, but he wasn't alive, moving, but not truly alive. He shudders. It was awful. What did you mean? What did you see? Corpses. Walking corpses. We don't want any part of it, whatever the cause. Might be we can find something in these tide pools, and then we are headed straight home. What are you two doing out here? Fishing, of course, except I lost my fishing rod when I flung it at the head of one of those monsters. He sighs. We were looking the tide pools over and thought we'd try our luck down by the rocks. Got the fright of our lives. We'll have to make do with the nets here or go hungry. You said there are a lot of shipwrecks here? The woman nods. All the time. It's a lovely place, but dangerous as anything to sail. Good fishing most days. She wipes her brow. I think we'll look further up the coast next time. Farewell. The tidings to you. Wait, do you hear that?
Hey. Yeah.
There we go. Oh no, one of them died. Gods, what a mess. Thank you for your help, stranger. Oops. Sorry.
Of course.
Good day, stranger.
That's what a mess. Thank you for your help, stranger.
All right then. Hey.
Oh shit. Nice, no damage taken, I think. Crab and small fish
All right,
in this
then.
bowl left behind by the tide. Yes.
Steady does it. Hey.
You find yourself facing a towering Omora woman. Her skin is the warm gold brown of a dying sunset, with pale fish-white patches at throat and hands. Wavy red-brown hair pulled into tight braids around a stripe of bare skin that follows the curve of her skull, flows down over her broad shoulders.
Hail and well met.
Pale and well met. She regards you calmly, evidently unsurprised to find you here at the edge of her camp by the water. Have you come for medicines and craftsworks, or to share the fire? She gestures to the large cauldron nearby. Ofra sent me here. She says that you know some way to ensure that her child is not a hollow bone. Ah, more of Lord Raedric's frightened flock. She nods slowly. You are kind to come all this way. Poor Ofra must be beside herself. I imagine she gave you something for payment? Whatever it is, you keep it. I don't need coin. I need you to do something for me. Instead, Ragnar points inland. There's a Zorib tribe to the northeast, led by one of their priests. Tana was exiled from there some time ago, and their scouts still lurked about this place. waiting for an opportunity to end his life. The Sarib lets out a rattling squawk, head drooping. One day I will have to go for supplies, and I will come back to find my assistant slain. How will I help anyone then? She shakes her head. You rid me of this nuisance, and I will do what I can for Ofra, and throw in something for you too. Alright, I'll be back when it's done. Good, good. You'll find them easily enough, I think. She smiles, baring sharp teeth. Good luck. Party gained 408 experience.
Hey,
Greetings.
Is it done? Am I rid of the interminable squawking of the Saribs? Spree? No, Tama, I do not mind yours. Not yet. I'll be back.
hey.
Oh shoot, run.
All right then.
Attack. Now that's what I call strategy.
Hey.
What the heck is this? Spoiling.
Laying low.
Huh?
Hey.
Shoot. Come on, get back up.
Come back.
And he's down.
Huh?
Let's just pretend that did not happen.
All right.
Oh, I thought that was a knight. Not a zombie.
Yes.
Up and
Of course.
ew. Vessel flesh. Oh, that's a very big one. Where's all this damage coming from?
Hey,
As I said before. Yeah. Morning Star. Double cast this. Oh yeah.
hey.
Those things explode on death. Seems. Oh, activates vomit
Hey.
blood. Why are you so disgusting?
Hey.
Oh, who's this guy? A fine crossbow. Oh. Oh, Vanos letter. Oh, it's this guy Fovano. At least the Zerips do not appear to have fallen. Dead Valiant. Oh, I think this is our traveler. Oh shoot, run. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's a mage. There you are. Oh, what just happened? You're a priest knocked out by sin. What? Oh, there's two of them. Oh no, my animal. Mother's plea.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Let's get moving, people.
Well met, friend.
Is it done? Am I rid of the interminable squawking of the Zurips? We? No, Tana, I do not mind yours. They are all dead. Good. I'm tired of their feeble attempts to surprise us. Here, she hands you 3 vials for your trouble. And now we can get underway with my part of the bargain. I will get started on the mixture, but I need one more ingredient, some spores from the creatures in that cave there. She points just north of her little stretch of beach. Sporelings, they call them. It is a useful material. I need one for the mixture. You are welcome to any others you find. I'll go find some. Good. I will prepare the rest while you are gone. Once you return, it should not take very long to finish. I'll level up. Let's hunter it. I should focus on dealing damage. Marksman. +5 accuracy against distant enemy. That seems pretty nice. I like it. Resilient. Oh, I think I should just take Marksman.
Hey.
Oh, there's a stronghold in this game. Move back.
Hey. Hey.
Oh no. Knock down this one. Nice. Oh shoot. Kill everyone. Why are you not attacking?
How may I help?
There we go. Not sure why I had so much trouble the first time.
Hey.
Let's see if I can attack this guy.
Let's go!
Oh shoot. One go in.
Hey. Hey.
Doorbell. Thing.
Hey.
Good adventure. Rest in peace, adventure. Spirits. One constitution for 300 seconds.
Hey.
No, it's slower.
Hey.
Greetings.
I have some spores here. Careful with those sporelings, they have a way with the mind. Vanguard taps your temple lightly. That's why the spores are so useful, really. So you do. Excellent. Give one here, and now add it to the cauldron. This should not take long. The mixture is ready. Take this to Alfra. Tell her to drink it before bed, as it induces sleep. She should find herself more energetic in the mornings. Tell her to eat more fish and cheese. The potion will sustain a healthy appetite and her strength. She's a rather frail woman, from what I remember of her. Wait, I thought this was a cure. I can tend to ailments of the body. I cannot cure an affliction of the soul. Certainly not one inflicted by the gods. Ranga crosses her arms. I have explained many times. People will believe what they want. I'll let her believe. Perhaps that will help. Faith is a powerful thing. In the meantime, she will feel much improved, and if her child should not be claimed by the legacy, then it will be born healthy. That I will promise. Fine, I'll be going then. I have done what I can, as promised. Tell Ophrah I wish her well.
Hey.
What?
What's your stealth? 2,
Hi?
0,
Hey.
0.
Hey.
Oh, I can just do this. Oh no, I cannot. Let's go to Ophrah's house.
Hail, traveler.
You were some time away. I worried you wouldn't return. Is that it? Have you brought it? Ophrah looks at you hopefully. What did Gus say? Yes, I have it. Here it is. You really didn't. Oh, bless you. Bless you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Now my baby will be safe. Ophrah beams at you. I can't thank you enough. Wait, you should know something about that potion. Ophrah blinks, looking down at the vial. What do you mean? It doesn't do what you think. Gus says it will make you feel better, but that's it. But that's Ophrah's happiness quickly fades, but everyone said. He looks away. I should have known. I've been so stupid. How could I think? I'm sorry I wasted your time. You don't know what that your child will meet the same fate. Perhaps this is best left to chance. Afra takes a deep breath. You're right. I shouldn't turn to such methods. There may still be another way. She seems to deflate a little, her face weary. I would take the potion, but thank you, all the same, for acquiring it for me. Here, take this. You can keep what remains of Ranga's payment too. And take this as well. It was Hathor's. I've been holding on to it, but I think it will do you more good. I suppose all I can do now is pray. Perhaps the gods will be kind. Oh, total quest experience. What else is there to do? The hollow point of Minar Depths.
I?
What's your next? Also sweet.
Yeah.
How may I help?
Hey,
How may I help?
Really defend. Uses the fighter's awareness while in defender mode, granting a bonus to fortitude, reflexes, and will. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Seems really overpowered. What's the range on this ability? Would be good enough. Brilliant Radiance. Allies gain an accuracy bonus from the priest's holy radiance. Uh,
hey,
let's see if we can take out that. Leaving. Gilded. Vale. Oh, what is going on? Hold, sir, but a moment. A hooded man waits upon the road. Clad in green cloak, he strides forward to meet you as you approach, and at a closer distance his features are revealed for those of a younger man, though lined with weariness. He appears to be favoring his left leg as he walks, and there is a dark stain upon the fabric of his trousers under the knee. Even so, he greets you with a polite bow. It seems that you have done dear Ophrah a great service. The man nods towards the nearby house. Onslaught Compass is a dangerous place, and yet you were willing to venture there to help her. Gilded Vale needs such courage in these dark times. Stout hearts, willing to do what is necessary to save these people. He turns to look out over the village. Can I count you among that number? Who are you? Only a man determined to see Gilded Vale restored to its former glory. There was a time, stranger, when Gilded Vale was worthy of its name. The wheat shone like gold on the hills, and the village's people lived well. I don't know about the golden crops, but there were less flies anyway. And what has become of it now? Whatever has caused the blight upon our lands, it is not the fault of its people. Riadric looks to punish us for crimes we have not committed, and in turn he is blind to his own. I am not, and he will pay for what he has done. I am Kosk. I swear it by the flame. Like many tyrants, he has surrounded himself with stronger men and women for fear of retribution. The man smiles thinly. And so you are warned, if you would press on despite of that. However, I wonder if we might not help one another. What is it you want me to do? The man nods, standing a little straighter. It is a grim task that I ask of you, but I assure you there is no other option. Lord Riadric must be stopped. Too long has Gilded Vale suffered under Riadric's madness. He would cure Waidwin's legacy by ensuring there are none alive in the village to be afflicted. I fear his own wife, Yggdrasil, may be at risk. The man has no mercy in him. We have not stood idle. My people and I breached the defenses, intent on ending Riadric's rule ourselves. We entered through the sewers under cover of night, but we were routed. His face darkens. There are dark creatures down there in the dungeons, the work of Riadric's Endomancer. It falls to you, Lord Riadric has called for further reinforcements, and soon there will be no stopping him. Our time grows short, and in this hour I must beg assistance where I can. He's going to owe us more than some robo-strewn plot of land after this. Fling him from the ramparts, or else cut his head from his shoulders, I care not. Once his throne lies empty, Gilded Vale will have the stewardship that it deserves. I will find Riadric and deal with him. Then I commend you on your courage, and thank you for your assistance, but I would not send you onward without due warning. Riadric's hold is crawling with soldiers and sellswords, all loyal to Riadric. They will not take kindly to intruders. In truth, they will be all the more alert for our failed efforts. A frontal assault would be unwise. If you would brave it, you could follow our steps and seek out the entrance to the sewers at the eastern edge of the moat. He looks away, but several of my men were captured. It may be the entrance has been found and sealed anew. Those men were under my command. I would be in your debt if you found some means of helping them. Once you make it inside, seek out my old friend Nedmar. He is the high priest Baratheon, now that the shining god is fallen. A good man in difficult circumstances. He will listen to reason. Huron's close, nearly choking on his own disdain. Shining god. He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him. The moniker is obsolete now. Ash does not shine. It's like if someone was to call you the attractive priest, Hurons. Nedmar can help you reach Riadric, but he resides in the upper level of Riadric's hold, protected by guards and mercenaries. You will have to keep to the shadows if you mean to reach him without alarming the entire keep. Thank you for the advice. I will make good use of it. I consider it a blessing from the gods that I have found someone that understands honor and duty. Radric's hold lies past the Estern Wood, not far to the east. May Magran bring you victory, friend. I wish you luck.
All right, then.
I want revenge upon the bear. That to the bear. Where's the rest of the party?
Hey. All right, then. Hey.
I might cancel up, get you.
Yes?
Good riddance. What the heck is this? A figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edge of your vision. You feel the sun at your back, and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the Vale, hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, as you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of anger, of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what he's done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more.
Hey,
Vengeance from the grave.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Greetings.
Hello again, Eon. Gruid smiles. I hope Gilded Vale has been kind to you. I know what really happened in that bear cave, Nantan. The color drains from Nantan's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? And Gruid looks to Nantan, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Hurley's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. Nantan shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing? Stop. I have no patience for cowardice, cowards and liars. Nantan flinches, but meets your gaze. After a moment, he sets his jaw and nods. Fine, I confess it. I did it. I saw to it he'd never leave that cave. His hand falls to his sword belt, and I'll do it again. Nantan, wait. Ingroid raises a hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Curly, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. He looks away, she looks away, expression pained. Nantan, we met, and I knew I found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all I want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. He looks down at the chateau. We've some coin saved up. You could have it if you'll only let us go. Keep the money, use it to start your new life. Ingrid blinks, surprised. Then thank you, truly. I'm glad you understand. Only here, take this at least. I hope it brings you luck. He looks to Nantan, smiling. We have a long journey ahead of us. Oh, I don't like this. I don't think I can bring this to the magistrate either. You have gained an item. Minor ring of deflection added to inventory. I wish you well on your own travels, stranger. We won't forget this. That is all for this stream. Thank you all for your time.